Good morning. I think I completely jacked up that entire 20, I ain't gonna say 20 minutes, about 10 minutes. I don't think it was recording. The mic was on. I don't think it was recording. But all I was saying was, man, I come out here and I sit and survey the neighborhood, watch it grow, see how people moving in the morning. I got a problem right here with the kids because the high school is right across the street. They decide they want to use this as an extension of their parking lot because they riding dirty, no license, no insurance, no registration, no whatever. So they come park over here versus paying $30 a year to park at the school. We've put together, we don't have an HOA, but we have a group of us in the neighborhood that have put together a group chat to talk about this, and we've got the sheriff's office involved and all kinds of crap. But these kids, they don't care. They don't care. They're privileged and entitled. First thing they want to say is a public street. I recognize it's a public street. I recognize that. You are 100% right. You are not doing anything illegal, young sir, young ma'am. But it's a respect thing. Ask your mom or dad if I can come park my car in front of your house for 8 hours while I go to work. See what they say. People in this neighborhood pay a nice little penny. Most of these houses in this neighborhood are over $500,000. Do you think they want to look out their window and see your car? And most of these cars are raggedy little hoopties that their parents got them just to get them through high school and off to college or whatever, their first job. Kudos to you, but be respectful, be a good human. Right? And I just had my neighbor who just moved in right next to me come out with her 2 little miniature poodle. These are some of the yappiest dogs. And she was complaining, and you know, most people that have those yapping ass dogs, they're embarrassed by it because they know it's annoying. And that just leads me to believe or to understand and use as a metaphor that big dogs, they don't bark. Not very often. If they barking, they barking for a reason. They don't do all that barking, all that yapping. They don't feel the need to because they understand what they are, who they are, how they move, what they can do if they are provoked. Big dogs don't do all that. Little dogs do all that to get you to get away because they know they got some kind of inferiority complex because they're little. They know they can get completely just demolished. And I say that in the photography and creative realm. Once you get to where you are, there's a point in time where you can stop barking. You can stop talking about your business. You can stop promoting as much because now you get a lot of word of mouth and referrals. You've done all the hard work on the front end. Now you're getting the back end benefits. You can sit down, relax, answer the phone, answer emails, answer texts, and go give people their work. Until then, keep barking. But it has to be productive barks. Not a bunch of yapping just to draw a bunch of unwanted attention or to draw attention. But make sure if you're drawing all that attention that the work that you're producing is worthy of all that attention. Don't be pushing out trash. And I have to tell myself this all the time. But when you know, you know. And I know I'm not far based on the fact that when I wake up in the morning, there's either a client or potential client asking about prices, magazine publications asking, hey, send us this work so we can publish it. Then I ask them a few particular questions. What do I get out of it? Do I have to pay to publish it? And do I get a copy of the publication? Or copies. A lot of times all they want to send you is a freaking one-sheeter with your work on it. No, I want the whole magazine, right? Or is that being greedy? I don't know. I don't know what I should be asking for, but a lot of times I push them away because a lot of that shit sounds like scams. You got to pay them to publish, and they're just digital magazines. They're not something a hold in your hand type magazine, and I'm not quite sure if that's where I want to be published the first time. And I know a lot of people would bite that bait. I go fishing. I'm the guy I like to throw big baits to catch big fish. too easy to go out there and throw little baits and catch a whole bunch of little fish, right? But I'm to that point now. I'd rather catch that one big one. Even if that means I don't catch nothing that day. I don't catch nothing the next day. But I want to be able to go out and catch the big one. The prize trophy. I want to catch the biggest fish in that body of water when I throw my bait in there. And that's how I treat my work. I don't want just any old thing biting my line. Good morning. I want it to be worth it. So keep casting. Keep throwing little baits to start. You throw little baits, it attracts a lot of little fish, and eventually the big fish are going to come. And when they show up, all the little fish scatter, and that's your telltale sign that something big is in that water. Keep casting. Keep throwing your bait out there. But you got to realize too, big fish ain't big because they stupid. Big fish are big because they choose what to bite. They don't bite everything. So catching a big fish is hard work. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the effort. You got to, I ain't going to say trick them, but your bait got to be worthy of biting. Because they taking a big risk. The little fish, that's why, it's almost like population control. They bite anything because they dumb. Can't grow up to be a big fish if you're constantly getting caught with dumb bait, stupid bait. All money ain't good money. All attention ain't good attention. So make sure that what you're producing, you want to attract the little baits at first. Get that when you first start. I'm there. You want to attract a lot of attention towards your work. And with that, understand a lot of times the little fish are there nibbling, begging, pecking, slowly eating away at your patience. And 9 times out of 10, right behind them is a big fish waiting for all the little fish to scatter, to go in and investigate to see if that bait is worth biting. The little fish draw all the attention. Big fish come and they scope it out from the outside, circle, looking in. And they see the little fish getting picked off. They're like, oh, ooh, okay, maybe I'll go somewhere else. But you keep dangling that bait, or you throw a bigger bait that's the little fish won't even, they'll come up and run up and look at it. But the big fish know they can eat it. That's kind of where you should be pricing yourself too. Price it to just outside the range of the little fish, to make them have to save to come and appreciate your work. But it should be within the range and a mouthful for the big fish so they can come and eat once and be full. So that means the quality has to be there, the workmanship has to be there, your professionalism has to be there, the deliverables have to be there to match what they took that risk on. So keep grinding, keep working. Keep dangling your bait. Don't bark so much once you get to where you need to get to. There's no need. Just like when you go to the club and something, I don't know what y'all's early 20s would look like, but I know when I went to the club, the dude that's doing all the talking with the yap, rah, 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 the first one to get punched in the mouth and go running off like a little hit dog. Guy like myself, man, I'm gonna let you do all that talking. You can be right here. I'm just gonna look at you. I'm not gonna do all that yapping with you. But when I bite, you gonna know. When I bite, you gonna know. I'm gonna let you do all that, man. So I gotta tell myself that with my work too. Let all the little dogs keep barking, man. Hold your bark for when it's necessary. Y'all be easy, man. Stay grinding. Keep putting out that work. Keep throwing your bait in the water. Big fish looking. You just don't know it. Because all the little fish are in the way. Love y'all. Peace.